Well, boys and girls, today we're going to do elapsed time. Elapsed time is the amount of time that passes between one time and another. We've done a few of these in class, so most of the ones that we did, we started with the beginning time and then I was given an ending time. We also did some where we did a beginning time and then the ending time was not there, but we knew how long in between it was, and then we had to figure out the ending time. So we're going to do a couple more practices just to refresh our memories. So the important part of this is making sure we go from one side of the number line all the way to the other side of the number line. Not stopping short, making sure we get all the way to the end. Okay, so this one is fairly simple because both of these numbers end in a 0. When the numbers end in a 0 or 5, we know we can count by 5 very quickly. So when we do this, we have to try to get 840 to 920. So we're going to do that by counting at 5. Now it's important that we start at 40 when we start our number line. Okay, so we're going to start at 40 and go 45, 50, 55. And when we get to the next time, we are going to actually write that next hour on our number line. Okay, so this will indicate that we need to start at 0 again. Now we're going to go 05, 10, 15, and then I'm not going to write another line on it. I'm going to make sure I end at 920. Okay, so now when we're trying to figure out how much time, we just count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So this from 840 to 920 is actually 40 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to come down here where we're not given an end time. We have to figure out the end time. Once again, we're going to start at 45. So at this time, we're going to put 35 minutes on the number line right away. We're not even going to worry about counting it. We're just going to put the 35 minutes on the number. So let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And once again, the ending line is my ending. So that's the 35 line. Okay? So now we're going to start at 45 and try to get an ending time. 50, 55, 12 o'clock, 12:05, 10, 15, 20. So the ending time here will be 12:20. So as you see, when it ends in zeros and everything's 5s and zeros, it's rather simple just to count by 5. So let's do a couple where it's not always a 5 or 0. So our first one, it ends in an 8. Okay, so the most important part of this is trying to get this number to a 0 or 5. So this 48 is closest to 50. So when we put it on the number line, we want to get it to a 50. Then I can start counting by 5s. So we're going to count 49, 50. Okay, so I know these first two lines are counting by 1s. So if I want to count them right away, so I don't forget not to count them by 1, I can do that. 1, 2. So I know that this is 2 minutes. So when I add up my other side, okay, I know that I can have 2 minutes right there. Okay, so now we're going to start 55, 9 o'clock, 05, 10, 15, 20, 25, and once again, end at the end. Okay, so now I know from here, I can start counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So now that's 40 minutes. So now I got to take my 2 times, my 2 minutes and 40 minutes, and add them up. So the total time here would be 42 minutes. Okay, so down here I have a starting time, which is a 0, but now I'm not going 40 minutes or 45 minutes, I have to go 42 minutes. So I need to make sure I put 42 minutes on the clock, and when I do this one, I'm going to indicate the bigger line just being 5, and then the literal line meaning 1. So I'm going to count by 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then 41. And then I'm going to come over here and make this line a little bit smaller. So I know these last two lines are actually counting by 1. Okay, so I'm going to count my time on my clock. So this would be 55, and this would be 11, and then 05, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I have to start counting by ones because this is my little time. 31, 32. Okay, so my ending time would be 11:32. So I hope this cleared up a little bit with your starting time, ending times, and doing the little minutes as well as the what I call big minutes, the fives and the counting by fives. So hopefully this clears it up. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me or watch the video a few times to kind of get a better clarification of it. Hope everyone has a great day, and I miss you guys. Can't wait to see you.